All right, let's see. Robert. Hey, you're welcome, Robert. Hey, man. Thanks for checking in, man. Just trying to do some things a little bit more different, so that way even I don't get stale. You know. Oh yeah. Let's see. I'm just sitting here, laying in some foundational base uh, colors here, just to get a foundation of what I want to do a little bit later on. Yeah, so thanks for those who are watching. Thank you for looking. Trying to get this channel, other than posting, post videos of after I get them done. So trying to do some live stuff just to make it a little bit more exciting for myself. So hopefully those who are watching are digging it so far. In these dailies, I am try to get them done within a couple hours. One thing I love about Power Girl is that again, her costume is white, and so again, it's so easy to do just a white costume. So um, but adding some colors to that white kind of makes it a little bit more interesting. Visually. So that way it's not just white. I mean, you can do some really cool things with just white. But this one here, well, hello there, Tara. Thank you for checking in. Appreciate it. Listen, Robert the Bruce was in here earlier. Again, love that name from what was it? Robert the Bruce. Was it the Mel Gibson film? I think it was. So yeah, uh, Power Girl. She's one of my favorites. Yeah, just because one of the things because obviously but um, just the design of her, considering whenever she was designed, it's a very popular costume. But besides all that, though, I mean, I just love the fact that you're doing a character that you can do some really nice graphic feels, some really nice visual graphics with a character in white, but again, adding some color to her just makes it just a little bit more interesting. So sometimes I don't like to talk very much when I'm working, because I'm just really concentrating on getting the work done. Um, yeah, but at shows, I'm very different. Obviously, you come up and talk to me at a show, ask me some questions and whatnot. Hey, I'm there, But when it comes to sometimes, doing things online, I tend to just so used to just getting the work done. So I may not be as vocal as I know some are. But hey, if you got questions, hey, I'm all for it. So all right, the hips. I love the hips. It'd be a very nice thing. And one of my favorite artists who always does that's really good hips on female characters is one of my favorites, Frank Frazetta. That's one artist right there who did some great hips when it came to rendering women in his illustrations. So like the way he would hit the lighting and things like that. This was like as a kid, it was all very fascinating. So, all right. So I think this is about as much as I'm going to do at the moment with her costume, with the white costume. So, let's see what else. So with the white, this is as far as I probably will do with the white for right now. And then I want to make sure I get the rest of the base colors in. And so that way, I kind of know where I'm at. Instead of just concentrating in one area. Kind of spread it around a little bit. I mean, so Power Guard is a very simple character, but you can do very simply or add a little bit more difficulty to it. Obviously, you've got deadlines. We're doing a cover, what have you. Hey, he's trying to get the shit done and do the best you can. But yeah, these warm ups, these dailies, kind of a thing. Even though it's more of a late in the evening kind of a warm up, still something I've been having on my mind all day. I'm like, I need to get this done. Get as a artist, still got to do some administrative stuff, answering emails and what have you. But so far, I'm kind of digging where I'm at with her at the moment. Again, knowing that white is very reflective, so I just thought I throw in some yellow here. Again, yellow is part of the color scheme for a character. So I'm just throwing some yellow. Add in the yellow because you'll see what I do here in the background here soon. Again, don't mind a little green either. Little areas where the yellow mixes with the blue. A little green wouldn't hurt this piece at all. So a little yellow placed in strategic areas. Show some reflection. Not everywhere, because that yellow can be overpowering. Let's see. Let's see. Yellow, got the yellow base. All right, let's go on with some tones here on that yellow. Let's get a little bit more depth with the hair. As you can see, start adding some different tone to the hair. Let's see how it starts to add a little bit more depth to her. In areas where there's shadow. All right. So sometimes with the hair, you don't need to do too much. I don't know. When I work, I love listening to music when I work. So I don't know if you're hearing in the background the music that I'm listening to. Sometimes I like to turn things upside down. Sometimes you get a better view. Turn things upside down, so which is nice. Gives you a little bit different perspective of what you're doing. Seeing if things are in proportion or not. But hopefully to get this piece done here within the next. Let's see. Try to get these dailies done within about, again, like 2 hours. As far as character, for those who aren't familiar, thank you, Tara, for the question. For those who aren't familiar with this character, this is Power Girl from DC Comics. So she is the cousin of Superman. And so, the cousin you never had. She is that cousin. So, get a little bit more depth into the hair. Let's see what I got here. Sometimes it's nice to blend the colors into the other, so that way it just isn't such a color shift to the eye. Sometimes making colors blend into each other goes well. Let's see. Yeah, still a little wet. So, all right, so let me move around a little bit more. Let's see. Some reds look nice right about now. I'm going to throw a little bit of flesh out, flesh tone a little bit more with some reds. In certain areas, not too much, but one. The reds would be nice to hit the hips here to make that pop out a little bit more. If anyone, I'm using watercolor for anyone that doesn't know what I'm using. I've got 3 different brands of watercolor here. And because sometimes not all watercolor sets are equal. So here at the studio or at a show, I'm carrying pretty much like 3 different watercolor sets. I mean, one's like I think it's like a 36-48 set, and the other 2 are like 12 color sets. So the 2 12 color sets are probably some of my favorites at the moment. One is a Schminke watercolor set, and the other is a Holbein, which does really good, which really has a really good watercolor brand. Let's see, throw a little more red. Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing and another. Don't forget the meeting and yoga class with internet station with Tim. You get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic window. While the massaging feet moves away the tension of the day. And you realize that probably hit her cape here in a second. Shop the all-new Murano at NissanUSA.com. And with these dailies that I do, I try to find some interesting challenges. I mean, some are just really quick and easy, but others I try to challenge myself on, like using different techniques, what have you. So with this here, since the cape is red, probably go in there with maybe maybe a little bit of orange to start out with. And the orange, just again, just to help get some more dimensionality in the cape here, so that way it doesn't look so flat. So throwing the orange, eventually I'll get to the reds and some purples and maybe even some blues. Let's see. I'm kind of digging the color so far. Color choices. I'm really liking the orange so far. All right. That's coming together pretty nicely. Anyways, hope you're all enjoying the painting so far. We're 40 minutes in. All right, so with the painting, I'm like 40 minutes in. With the drawing itself, I'm probably maybe 20 minutes in into the drawing. So you're looking at a good hour, I would say, at the moment of the progression of this piece. And which is not too bad. I honestly definitely think it could have done it much quicker, but just trying to figure out my time, figure out this whole thing on here on YouTube and making sure things are looking good. Take a little bit of that orange, throw it up in here in the arm, in certain areas, not too much. You still want to show that it's white. A little orange here. For those that are just joining in, this is one of the things I do. I don't do this a lot, but with this to help cut down on time, like do a prelim. And here is the prelim here for this particular piece. Again, you see, kind of made some changes when it came to the final. But this prelim itself took me maybe like a good half hour. So with that half hour with the prelim, and maybe another hour here on this, finishing up the final piece here on Power Girl. Maybe 2.5 hours, hopefully. I think that's the thing with dailies. I want to make sure I do a good job, but it's not one of these things where I want to can't spend all day on it. There's some orange here in the outfit, and give it a little bit more dimensionality. All right, maybe throw a little bit more orange. I'm going to try to make these pieces fun into my approach or this technique or this dealing with perspective, something interesting visual. So I'll try to do my best into making these pieces visually interesting. And again, when I do these are sort of like test subjects of mine. So these test subjects itself, technique wise, perspective, or whatever, I usually take what I've learned in various pieces and implement them into final pieces. All right, so let me get into some reds. Adding some red here. These things aren't meant to be perfect, but I do enjoy them. And I'm glad when I posted these on my Instagram, everyone else enjoys them as well. So take that red. It's always a question whether or not I want to do the red, do her belt in like blue or red. But I think I'm gonna do it in red. Sometimes I've done it in blue, but I think because of the design, I'll do the belt in red as well, so that way it kind of blends in to her cape. You can get a really nice, kind of cool graphic right in that waist area. All right, I'm digging this. see. All right. All right. All right. Let's really knock out this cape here. At least for right now. At least with the reds, anyway. Let's see. All right. Let me.
Doesn't it feel like you're a marketing professional? Little boy. Well, with LinkedIn ads, you know you're reaching the right decision. You can even target buyers by job title, industry, company, seniority, skills. Wait, did I say job title? Get started today. See how you can avoid the void and reach the right buyers with LinkedIn ads. We'll even give you a $100 credit on your next campaign. Get started at linkedin.com/target. Terms and conditions apply.
Experience the flavors of Latin America event at Whole Foods Market with deals on vibrant ingredients and zesty creations store-wide. Save on no antibiotics ever meat like chicken thighs and marinated skirt steak, fresh avocados, plus street food-inspired items and more through March 25th.
Thanks, Tara. Bye. All right. Let's get back to it. I'm going to get back into this graphic in the background. Let's see. Thanks for watching. Whoever's watching, my one friend. No, I'm just kidding. Got it in the shoulder a little bit. All right, let's see. Where's the orange? There we go. Paper's starting to get a little warped. All right. Let's see what more red.
Shop premium protein at Whole Foods Market. Get 20% off no antibiotics ever. Organic air-chilled bone-in chicken drumsticks, thighs, or whole legs with Prime through March 18th. Season and serve over rice for a hearty dinner. While supplies last, shop in-store online.
Where we came to the best y'all. You can guess, shotgun. We got chicken fingers, crinkle cut fries, Texas toast, and their world famous cane sauce. Here. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
All right, let's. All right, let's. All right, let's. All right. All right. Let's get rid of this feedback. All right, let's see. All right, so let me go. All right, so for those who are checking in, hey, you can find this finished piece on my various socials under my name. All right, but this piece will be for sale when it is completed. All right, so I'm only going to spend a few more moments on here on live. A few more minutes here on live. All right, but you can check out the final piece on my Instagram here shortly. All right, so but I'm gonna try to do this every day, Monday through Friday at least. Think about a time like maybe midday, as opposed to the evening hours. Let's see. All right. So about what, an hour and 15 minutes into this piece. Hour and 15 minutes of painting and and probably about 20 minutes for the sketch. And again, here's the sketch. I did about 20 minutes worth. So taking that sketch now into the finished piece. So, all right. So thanks for chiming in. All right, and you'll find the finished piece on my Instagram. All right, so just search my name. All right, and I will catch you on the other side. All right.